out of paradise just after 7 this morning. Motorcycles loaded up, full of fuel, and a few airplane parts strapped down for my buddy's plane that's getting worked on down in Petaluma. Now, technically, we could have just jumped on the highway, saved some time, cut miles, and made things a whole lot easier. But that's never really been what these rides are about. So when we planned this route, we did everything we could to avoid those big highways and instead chased down those smaller back roads, the twisty forgotten roads, the ones most people fly right past. And man, I'm telling you, we found not one, but 2 of the best motorcycle roads I have been on in a long time. The kind of roads where every corner pulls you deeper into the ride, where the traffic disappears, where the noise of life gets quiet just for a while. And somewhere out there between the trees, the rivers, and those endless California hills, you remember that God really did create this incredible world. This made me think about what Jesus says in Matthew 7. Wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction. But small is the gate and narrow is the road that leads to life.
It's been a long week, trying to make ends meet. Going nowhere fast, I'm so tired of the same routine. No use in walking the line, let's push our cares away.
There's just something about the kind of road that makes you forget all about the destination. And this first road is one of those epic stretches. It was Highway 128, leaving Winters and winding along the edge of Lake Berryessa. This route immediately pulls you out of the noise and drops you into some of the best riding in Northern California. The hills start rolling, the canyons open up around you, and every corner seems to lead to another view that somehow tops the one just before it.
Shake the day right out, so go on and hit me again. This night isn't done, we're finally letting loose. We're pouring out the good times, and we ain't quitting till it's dry. We're about to get our minds right. Yeah, we can keep it going all night.
I love seeing wildlife, but man, this guy was a little close to the road for us. Grow old, buddy. Stay off that road. We then cut over to Highway 121, heading towards Napa and then eventually Petaluma, riding straight through the heart of wine country, vineyards, old ranch land, and golden hills. It's the kind of scenery that reminds you why getting off the freeway is always worth it. But honestly, as incredible as these views are, the road itself is what made this route unforgettable. Highways 128 and 121 just flow. The corners link together perfectly. The elevation changes just keep things interesting. And every mile feels like the road was designed specifically for motorcycles. It's smooth and technical without being exhausting, and it's just wild enough to keep that grin on your face the whole time. Now, I've said it before in past videos, my good buddy Mark is a pilot, and honestly, this ride might have just been another excuse for us to hit the road. But if you ride motorcycles, you already understand that sometimes the excuse really doesn't matter that much at all. Mark has his airplane being worked on down in Petaluma, and he had a few parts that need to be delivered. Now, sure, we could have just thrown them in the truck and made the drive, or maybe even dropped them off at our local UPS store and called it good. But what is the fun in that? Instead, we loaded up the bikes, pointed them south, and turned a simple parts run into a full day of adventure. The kind of day you get to carve through some amazing roads with good friends, stop and look at some incredible machines, and talk with some interesting people, and just enjoy the freedom that comes with being out on two wheels. And honestly, if you ask me, that's a way better story every single time. Dropping off the parts, we pointed the bikes west towards Bodega Bay. This little coastal town is known for its rugged ocean views, fresh seafood, and as the filming location of Alfred Hitchcock's movie, The Birds. This is one of those places that just feels like that classic Northern California coast. Fishing boats in the harbor, salty ocean air, and windy roads that seem to be made for motorcycles. And of course, no stop in Bodega Bay is complete without grabbing some food. So we pulled into one of our favorite lunch spots for clam chowder and fresh fish and chips. And man, it did not disappoint.
Good.
Burn in my mouth there.
And before we rolled out of Bodega Bay, we had to make one more stop so Mark could satisfy that sweet tooth of his. A little saltwater taffy and a couple stickers for the bikes. Another location added to the collection of places we have been.
What'd you get, Mark?
Sugar and Bodega Bay sugar.
Nice. Little saltwater taffy. Can't eat kites. Yeah, baby.
Top down, hear the sound of the breeze carrying us away. Dust in the rear view, free as a bird. This is our town, no matter what they say. Every mile behind only brought us here. Now the road is clear. Shotgun ride on my Friday night. Sunset fire burning in our eyes. Let's leave the past in the past and deal with it another day.
The second incredible stretch of road for this day was Highway 29. Once you get past Calistoga, heading towards Clear Lake area, this road absolutely comes alive. And man, what a road it was. The smooth sweepers disappear and suddenly you're into tight, technical corners, quick transitions, steep elevation changes, and non-stop twists that just keep coming at you, one after another. At times, this road feels more like a roller coaster than a highway. It's the kind of road that demands your attention but rewards you with every second that you get to be on it. As a rider, roads like this are hard to find. The kind that flow so well, you never want them to end. And honestly, it's rare enough to stumble onto one road this good in a day. But to come across two unforgettable routes back to back like this, yeah, this is one of those rides that's gonna stay with me for a long time.
Ain't promising forever, ain't no end in sight. Girl, I'm loving the ride. No matter where we're going.
Now listen, are we even real BMW riders if we don't make our obligatory Starbucks stop somewhere along the ride? Say what you want, but honestly, you can still get a pretty solid cup of joe there. And at this point, we were pushing for close to 10 hours in the saddle, and I would say we probably earned this one. Sometimes the newer road, the slower road, ends up being the better one, not just on motorcycles, but in life too. Because out here, away from the rush, you get reminded of what really matters. Good friends, shared miles, coffee stops, laughs at missed turns, and looking out for each other along the way. In Ecclesiastes it says, 2 are better than 1, because if one of them falls, the other can help them up. Help a brother up.